Okay, we're going to talk about Facebook marketing overall, and we're going to talk about Facebook, like how you can use social media. And I'm going to interchange Facebook and social media since Facebook is the most common social media platform. I want to use that a lot, but you can think about the other platforms as well. I'm going to talk about Facebook and how people use the social media incorrectly, and they think that they're doing marketing or promotion when there are other more effective ways to do it. So this is Facebook, and if you know by now, if you watched some videos on my channel, you should know like the different interfaces that you see around here. So you should know the name of each interface and how they work. Right now, when I'm teaching and I teach social media, I teach like real estate professionals, real estate agents, real estate investors. And when I'm teaching, a question that I often get is how to do I use social media to promote business or increase attendance to events or get some leads into my business. And a lot of people are trying to do Facebook in a way like they're trying to do it free, and they're failing to realize that Facebook is a platform and it's a business. So if you utilize it correctly, you can have a lot of success from it. So people are generally, when people are talking about promoting and they're doing social media, they're doing the what I like to call the front end of social media. And the front end of social media, specifically Facebook here, is what your audience sees, right? It's what your audience sees. So right now I'm on Facebook and this is my front end. So if I scroll, like you want to watch me scroll, you're going to see some stuff. This is my front end news feed. And I'm seeing this different stuff on my news feed. This is the front end. And this is what most people think about. But there is also a back end of social media that a lot of people never get into. And that back end requires real skills and real expertise. It's not just throwing up posts and saying, hey, do this thing, or hey, attend this event, or hey, I had a great time. It takes more skill and more requirement. And a lot of people are thinking that they can go out and hire a high school student or some kind of intern to run their social media for them. And in a way, you can go out there, you can hire whoever you want, and you can say, hey, make some posts for me, and they can make those posts. You can even schedule. You can even get a scheduler and that like automate your entire social media presence in a way, right? And I want to show you like, so this is my front end experience of social media. What you're seeing, like this is all my stuff, and this is a lot of content here. You can't imagine that I'm digesting all of this content if I'm scrolling. Like I might stop and scroll and see some things that I'm interested in. But generally, I am like once you scroll past once you scroll past a post, it's out of your feed. With the exception of, I want you to see here. So I'm stopping here. This is my front end experience too, right? However, this is a sponsored post, and this sponsored post comes from advertisers and marketers. So they are marketing and advertising to me a product or service that they have. So in this case, it's a product, and they know that I'm interested in website building or tech. They know that, so they're advertising to me. The thing about this is, once I scroll past this, um, it can come back in the future if this company decides to target me again. Now, if we go up to like a regular post, like this post here, if I go up to this post and I come back later, it's going to be gone. You're not going to see it again, right? Same here, just like normal posts. Once you scroll past these normal posts, uh, they're gone for. They might hang around for a few hours, but then they're gone. Now, as a business owner, when you are marketing, what does marketing mean? So let's look it up. I want to define marketing and I want to help people understand what marketing is, because people believe that promotion, once they promote something, they've done their job with marketing. And it's not that simple. You can't just, and when I say promotion, I mean, it's like, hey, look at this thing. Like that's a promotion. When you promote, think about it like this, you're pushing something up. So people will promote something and then they say, hey, I marketed it, I'm finished, right? And in this instance, so we're looking at the definition of marketing: the action or business of promoting and selling products or services, including market research and advertising. So the action or business of And this is what I want to focus on, like business. And like we know, like from the core word busyness, business, it's like it's active, you keep doing it. The business of of promoting or selling products. So it's the business, it's the constant re repeat of doing marketing. So you can see here, it's promoting. It's constant, it's active. You have to keep doing it. You can't just promote one time and then say, hey, I'm done marketing. Marketing is a machine. It has to constantly run and generate. That's how you actively market. Now, with that being said, how do we actively market on social media and on Facebook? How do we do that? We can do that. There are different ways we can do that. There's a free way to do it, which is not the most effective way, which is what we explained to say, hey, I create a post and I promote that thing, and then it kind of dies. I was over here doing a little bit of research. It says the average lifespan of a Facebook post is 6 hours. So that's average. Some is going to be less, some is going to be more, depending upon the engagement and and the value that you provided, right? So if we go back over here, like the way I could keep promoting, for example, let's go over to my page. Let's see some this is like my personal profile. Let's actually go to my page so I can show, like I have some pages, and I want to show you how I can potentially promote and keep promoting and do it in a way that's free, right? So here's a Facebook post of mine, right? And this is on my page. I posted this from Zapier at 7 o'clock. Now, the way I can market this, and emphasis on market, because once I market that, it's one time, it's a one-time action. So I can market this on Facebook. I can share it. I can keep sharing this to my newsfeed. Hey, check this out, right? I can click share and it gives me some options. I can share it to a group. I can share it to a page. I can share this thing, and that is marketing. But once I stop, my marketing dies. So I am no longer going to get prospects or people interested in that specific thing after that general 6 hour lifespan, right? So that's a way you kind of get like a little bit of free marketing. Another way that you get free marketing is if you come into the Facebook marketplace. So this is a marketplace, and a marketplace is where people are actively looking for specific things. So I could potentially put something in this marketplace and get some active marketing. And the active marketing is coming from those people that are looking for this thing. And Facebook, they'll do some slight promotion of these things and for you to audience and people that are potentially interested. But you have to consider that there are billions of pieces of content uploaded to these platforms every day. So it's going to be tough to stand out. And the way, so we're going to get back to like actually, like we're talking about marketing. So those are like free ways to market on Facebook. And that's a way to get some traction, right? It's free, but it's like once you've done it, you have to actively keep going and keep going and keep pushing and keep promoting it, right? It requires active. Now it requires an active person or an active thing, and people are like, "Hey, can I hire this student or this whatever?" And you can, but you have to be mindful. Like and all of this that we're doing, this is like front. This is the front face, right? Now, when we talk about real marketing for social media, like each, for the most part, all of the platforms, and they have like a back end, and it's called the advertising, right? So Facebook is Facebook ads. They have a business manager and an ad manager where you can go into that business manager and that ad manager, and you can activate marketing, and that marketing is persistent and consistent. It will keep going without you doing too much else, right? And I want to show you what that is by going to business.facebook.com, and I want to show you one of the just the back interface. And when people are asking like what can I hire this student? Can I do this thing? You can do that, but what you really should be trying to hire and find out is someone that can manage the back end, the advertisements. So you see here, compared to, let's go to Facebook. And these are like even the marketplace, it was just a completely different interface. So you see here, this is the back office. This is the back end of Facebook compared to here, the front face. And you can see here, like this looks maybe more entertaining. And it is. This is more entertaining. This is more fun. It's more consumable. It's easier to digest. When you get into this part looks more serious, right? You got in here some actual business things. You can run reports, you can run ads. These are things like the real information and the real data where you can come in here and modify and do what you need to do as a business owner or someone that's marketing on Facebook. They got a lot more. It gets more intense and more valuable when you come into this Facebook backend. So the point is, when you're thinking about like Facebook advertising, Facebook promotion, social media, whatever we want to call it, I don't want you to go out and hire like that front end person. That person is okay, but you're not going to generate business like real business from that. That is okay for a presence. That is okay for a social media presence. But if you want to generate business and you want to actively actually bring in leads and marketing and like you have a serious business and a serious mission, the most effective way to do that is going to be this back part, this back end of social media. And I'm going to go in and just show you some of why you should be considering this. So this is I'm within a campaign and I want to show like this is my favorite level. I wanted to call it of Facebook. And what I like about the levels is you are allowed so many different options here. So so this is not free. This is free to use. This is free to use, so I can get in here for free in a way. But once I set up an advertisement and I start to set things up, it's going to cost money, and it's going to cost money because they want to actively show your ads, and the system is going to do that for you. So if you're going to hire someone if you absolutely had to hire a person or do something for social media, I would hire this mechanism, I guess we can call it, this process, this system. I would hire Facebook ads. So I would take my money, that money that you're thinking about paying that intern or that person, right? To do like that front end social media for free. Let me show you that front end social media. Let's go to my page. This front end social media, let's do pages. I clicked the wrong thing. Pages, if I go here, this is my page and let's interact with it as actually me, like actual my profile. If you're going to do this front end stuff with people are seeing, you can see like I'm here actively, and you can see like it doesn't generate a lot of engagement. It doesn't generate a lot of engagement, but I'm pretty active. I'm going February. I've got content in here consistently, and people see this content and they sometimes they interact with it, sometimes they don't, but it's happening. And this is what most people are doing when they're saying social media, the front, like they're doing this front end work, and people see this, but once they see it, it dies. And one of the things you can do is you can kind of promote and boost this content, but it's not necessarily the most effective way. So we go back over to the ad manager, and once we're in the ad manager, this is where all of the magic happens, and this is where you do things. So you can target people. Like, remember on that original, when we did like the front end stuff, we can post, and in a way we can boost and we can get a little more granular with that stuff, with that content. However, we are this is where it really matters, and this is where we get very detailed and very specific. So for example, I can do locations. I can target just the Philadelphia area if I wanted to, right? So I can target, and I'm going to do that for my market. I have people specifically in in Philadelphia that I'm going to target, right? And I can target the entire city. Let's just say I'm running some kind of campaign for who knows in Philadelphia, so I can target the entire Philadelphia. Versus over here, I just shoot this out, and I'm not sure who is going to. Maybe going to my friends list, maybe a few of these people that liked it. Um, I'm not sure where this is going. When I come over here, you can see I target by geograph. So I'm going to target the entire Philadelphia. Over here is the Facebook I'll just call it the preview pane. So you can see the preview of the information that people are going to get. So I know that Philadelphia has 1.5 million people. It's saying 1.6 here, but now I know, and I'm more strategic and more defined about, oh, the potential people I could reach on Facebook, the potential adults I can reach. And it's showing me every day you can reach 3,000 to 9.9 thousand people. And that's with the information that's already input here. So up here, there's a budget of $20. That so that person, that student, that intern, whatever, whoever you're thinking about hiring, develop a budget. Develop a budget of what you think it's worth. And let's just say, hey, you can't afford something extreme, right? Let's just say you wanted to pay that student, $10 an hour or something like that, or I don't know, let's say $10 a day. Since we're doing a daily budget over here, you can put the $10 a day over here into Facebook Ad Manager, and you can have more success utilizing this. So you can see here, it's going to tell you you're going to reach this many people based on $10 a day. You're gonna reach a minimum of 1.7K. What isn't that great exposure for your business or your product, whatever the thing is that you're offering? You're getting that marketing and it's active. Once you set it, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Also, you get to see you can go up and down. So let's just say you have an event coming up in 2 weeks and you need like 2 weeks promotion. You can see, hey, we're trying to get people to this event. Let's actually do $30 a day, whatever it is. My next favorite part about Facebook marketing, like actual Facebook marketing, like once you put money into it and it's running consistently for you, is this detailed targeting. And we've been in some of the other videos here, we've been here and we've been looking at these interfaces and these things. And all of this information here is available. You can target all of these people by education, finances, life events, parenting, work. All of this is available for you to target. All of these things are available for you to target people. Whereas when we were over here, we just shot it out and was like, hey, hopefully the people that are following my page can see this. Hopefully the people that have an interest in unlimited content ideas can see this. That's my approach here. Hopefully they can see that. But if I come over here to Facebook and I can be very specific about, hey, I'm trying to target bloggers and content creators, and I can look for that as an option. There you go. It was there. So I can look for that. So there are people that are interested in blogs. All of this are people, and I can target these specific people, and they're more likely to interact with and accept my content because they have an interest of blogging, right? Also, it gets very granular. You can go into behavior. So I just want you to see this, and this is why uh, people are like, hey, I want to do social media. I want to pay someone and they're going to do my social media. What do you mean by that? You don't want to go hire a student or your child. You have to hire a professional if you're running a business. You have to hire a professional or someone that understands the back end of social media. And this back end is where the power happens. And you can see and you can get, it's like people are, it doesn't work. You have to apply a strategy to it for it to work. So right here, as a business owner, we know that everybody's not going to do business with us. Everybody's not going to do business with us, but there are some people that will. And if I can get in my business, I can reach 5,000 people a day for $20. That's some decent progress for me. And we didn't even get into like the different objectives. There are different objectives that you can hit within Facebook. You can generate leads, you can generate conversions, you can drive traffic to your website, you can have people fill out forms, take surveys. There are a ton of things that you can do for your business that you are not afforded here using the front aspect of social media. This is the front end of social media that people see. And you as a content creator or a business, when you promote and you do this, you don't get the same options that you get when you go to the ad manager and the back end of social media. So is Facebook marketing free? Yes, in a way you can do some free stuff. However, what you want to do with social media in marketing is you want to get into the back end where it's going to cost you a little bit of money. And if you're thinking about hiring, you want to hire a professional that knows what's going on and how to utilize it. So stop using that front end of social media and saying, "Hey, I promoted the post. Hey, I'm doing marketing." That's not how social media marketing works. So is Facebook marketing free? It can be. Is it worth it? Is it worth doing free content? It can be. But generally, where you're going to have the most power and the most effect is when you utilize the back end of social media. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye bye.